Hey everybody, at last it is time to face the champion of the Hoenn region. Steven Stone, who we've met before a number of times, even fought at his side. But now it is time to see which of us is the strongest trainer. Ooh, very big doors, I like this. I've decided to lead with Tempo, our Nidoking, because he has a very diverse move pool. Should be able to punch a few holes in Steven's team and really start things off strong. At least I hope so. Like I said last time, Steven's Pokemon are quite a bit higher in level than we are, so this could definitely be a challenge. He seems deep in thought. Welcome, Dash. I was hoping I would get to see you make it here one day. Tell me, what have you seen on your journey with your Pokemon? What have you felt meeting so many other trainers out there? Traveling this rich land of Hoenn, has it awoken something inside you? I want you to come at me with all that you've learned. My Pokemon and I will respond in turn with all that we know. Let it begin! Alright, here we go. Dash versus Steven, Pokemon League champion. Yep. Whoever wins this battle will have that title, and whoever loses it will not. Although when you reface him in the rematch, he's still champion Steven. I guess former champions are always like champions, like how former presidents are always still like Mr. President. Alright, so Skarmory. Yeah, 57. We are about 10 levels underleveled, but I still believe in our team. So let's go with Thunderbolt, since Skarmory is a steel and flying type. We are faster. And Steel Wing. Decent hit, but Steel Wing's not the strongest move in the world, so kind of surprised he didn't do like spikes or something. I feel like Skarmory usually does stuff like that. Alright, so it is now 6-5. Just like I thought, Tempo has got us off to a good start, but now he has Aggron out. Interesting to bring out Aggron, a steel and rock type. He probably knows Earthquake and is going to try to use that on us. But we have Earth Power, which is 4 times super effective, assuming we're faster, and we are, because Aggron I think is pretty slow. Now it might have Sturdy, it does, which means it will always hang on with 1 HP from full health. And it will retaliate with its own Earthquake. It doesn't get stabbed from it, but Earthquake is such a strong move that, yeah, I need somebody levels higher that's a knockout, but that's okay. You did a great job, Tempo. Okay, who do I want to bring in now? It's hard to say. We have so many interesting choices here. Not Simon or Clever, because they're not good against Steel. But everyone else here should be able to deal a lot of damage, I think. Maybe Thrasher doesn't have Earthquake anymore, right? Let's see. Yeah, maybe not Thrasher, because we don't have anything super effective. So let's go ahead and bring in Finnick. Our Grass and Water type, Finnick the Chestnut, and our Lapras. Both are very good against Steven's team, so I'm trying to be a little cautious with them, since he has so many Rock and Steel types, but well, and because we're a fighting type too, so that's good against both Rock and Steel. But I think this is a good time to let our little, I keep wanting to call him our starter, but I guess he's not really our starter. They're all kind of our starters, but our little Finnick do his thing. And Karate Chop down that Aggron. And now we have Cradily, okay. Cradily is a Grass and Rock type, so it's Grass type versus Grass type. However, Brick Break should be super effective, because fighting is good against Rock, and I believe even against Grass. So Cradily is actually a pretty good type. It doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. Okay, we are confused. I think I'm probably going to just go ahead and switch, because I don't want to take the chance of hurting ourselves in confusion and losing a bunch of HP to... I don't really know what it's going to do. We probably resist all of its moves, but just in case, let's bring in Simon. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else I'd rather have Simon in against? Maybe, but probably not, so let's see how it goes. I am very worried about his strongest Pokemon, because I think most of our team is weak to it. Okay, Giga Drain actually wouldn't have done much against Simon, but the confusion damage might have. I don't know if I should go for the Yawn, or if I should just go for some damage. Let's just go for some damage. I think Moonblast should do a lot of damage, even though it's not super effective. And another Confuse Ray. This is very annoying. I wish we had a Pokemon with the ability Regenerator. That would restore HP whenever we switch. I'm going to go ahead and just switch right back again. It's probably going to use another Giga Drain, so... It could use like a Rock Slide if it has Rock Slide. Let's bring in Clever. Because what we can do then is Mega Evolve on the next turn, and I guess our speed doesn't really matter in this case. Okay, full Restore. Not what I was expecting, but I will take that. I don't know if Cradily has a Rock Attack. It probably does, though. So maybe this wasn't the best choice, but I mean, you gotta do something at some point, right? In fact, you know what? I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to use U-Turn. Because I'm worried about that Rock move. It's super effective, and now we're already Mega Evolved, so when we switch in later, we'll already have that extra speed going in. And Mega Pidgeot is very fast, actually, now that I think about it. I think it has a very high special attack and very high speed stat. So that might actually come in very handy against his strongest Pokemon. This should deal a decent bit of chip damage, yeah. Not as much as I was thinking, but Cradily does have a good defense stat. And obviously the level distance. Okay, so it's probably going to use a Rock Attack. So let's bring in Finnick again. We're just doing all kinds of switching against this Cradily, but it is a strong Pokemon. It's not one I really used before. Because it's kind of got a weird stats and a weird mood pool. It's kind of more defensive, I guess. But it is an interesting type. Okay, let's use Brick Break. It served us pretty well before. And it should be a 2-hit knockout. And it's going to use Confuse Ray, isn't it? Yes! Ugh! This is so confusing. Do I switch again? Let's just leave in Finnick. Because one more Brick Break will finish it off if we can get lucky here. Ah! That's what I was afraid of. Sludge Bomb! Oh, it knows Sludge Bomb! Why didn't you Sludge Bomb before? That's super effective. Okay, I could switch out Finnick, but... I don't really want to switch back in with only 8 HP. Come on, Finnick. Yes! Okay! He came through for me. Good job, buddy. Down goes Cradily. Alright, thankfully that annoying Pokemon has at last been defeated. It's actually a pretty good moveset. I like how they give the champion and the Elite Four member really good moves. It's really annoying when they don't do that. Body Slam, it's a good move. It's actually like one of my favorite moves. Probably my favorite normal type attack. But anytime you have a Pokemon that's not normal type, it's usually not a good idea to have a normal type attack. It's better to have moves of different coverage, since normal is super effective against nothing. Alright, now hopefully we will knock off our Confusion and be faster here, because a C-Bomb against Claydol would be really, really amazing. But it's faster, okay. Didn't think it would be, but you win some, you lose some. Okay, so Claydol, Ground and Psychic. Who do I want to bring out against that? I'm trying to think who he has left to. I think I remember who it is. So we do have Thrasher with Crunch. That could be a good bet. Let's give that a try. Yeah, the hard part is like so much of our team is weak against his last Pokemon. In fact, let me just take a quick look here. But no, Lapras is not. That's good. Okay. Lapras and Clever are not. The rest would be. So that's good that we saved them then. Alright, let's use Crunch. That is super effective and gets our bonus. And we're faster. Yes. Good job, Thrasher. Of course, with the level difference, yeah, not quite a knockout, but a lot of damage. Now, Earth Power is going to be super effective against us in turn. Didn't think of that. And it is a one-hit knockout because he gets stabbed and he is so much higher in level. Alright, what do I want to do now? Yeah, I'm getting worried now because we might just be too low level. I should have brought in Simon there, not Thrasher. I was just thinking like Crunch would do so much damage, but... And we do have Shadow Ball too. Although we figured out Moonblast does more damage, so... Yeah. I don't know... Actually, I do know when we would use Shadow Ball. We'd use it against the same Pokemon that is his strongest, but I won't spoil in case you guys don't know or don't remember. But you probably do. And if not, you'll find out very shortly. In fact... I was going to say he might send it out next, but I think in these newer games, they're programmed to save their best Pokemon for last, which is kind of cool. I like that, actually. It makes it feel more climactic than defeating just some random Pokemon. Alright, Armaldo is his second to last. It is also a very strong Pokemon, a Rock and Bug type. Another unique but strong combination. Let's go for Moonblast, get some damage off against it. Okay, we can do half, which is good, and we avoided the Metal Claw. Metal Claw is a Steel-type move. It's super effective against Fairy types like Simon, or like Sylveon, I should say. We might have still survived it because it doesn't get stabbed and it's not the highest base power, but all the same, I am very glad that we missed it. Yes, okay, 2-hit knockout just barely. So getting that experience from his previous Pokemon and from the rest of the Elite Four definitely came in handy there. That was close. And his best Pokemon, a Metagross, another pseudo-legendary with very high base stats and a Steel and Psychic typing, which is an awesome type combination. So now is my big choice. We have 3 Pokemon, but this is going to be like Ash in the Orange League. It might take all 3 of them to beat his strongest. Alright, so I think what I am going to do is actually go for... Do I want to do from damage or do I want to put him to sleep? I'm going to put him to sleep. If we even get a chance to attack. I don't know if we're faster than base Metagross. We're not faster than Mega Metagross for sure. But again, that first turn, it goes in the speed of the unevolved Pokemon. Oh, Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is a priority move, so it always goes first. So it didn't really matter what we chose there, and now he is a lot faster. This is not good at all. Let's bring in, actually, Clever first. So right now, I think he has a very good chance of winning this, I'll just say that. Because both of our really good attacks are resisted by Steel types. I really want to teach Clever Heat Wave, a fire attack for this kind of situation, but we can't learn it until after we beat Steven Stone here in the post-game. So let's use Hurricane, and I'm going to really hope for that confusion chance. Oh, and he's faster too. Yeah, he is a tough Pokemon for sure. And there's Meteor Mash. Okay. All right. Well, Jess is our last Pokemon, our last chance here. Unfortunately, we are 12 levels lower, so that's a big difference there. And we don't have anything super effective. I could go for Surf, but he could use Meteor Mash, which is evenly effective. He could use, I think he has Giga Impact, Send Headbutt. So I'm going to go for Ice Beam, because our only real chance is to freeze it, even though it's not very effective. It's going to do like very little damage, yeah. I mean, I could go for Surf, but he's going to defeat us in like one more attack probably anyway. Yep, yeah, Mega Metagross being fully evolved and well, fully Mega Evolved is a very strong Pokemon. So our first loss, but it was against the champion of the, at least I think our first lost, our champion of the Hoenn region, so hey, I will take it. Alright, so our Pokemon are fully restored. What I'm going to do is, I don't think I'm going to level up off screen anymore, but I do have to defeat the Pokemon League again, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And by doing that, we'll get some more levels, and then we'll be able to go in just a little bit stronger, and we'll see if that's enough to defeat Steven the second time. So I will be right back. Alright friends, I am back and ready for a rematch against champion Steven Stone. I actually decided to train up our team to level 52, just to give us a little bit less of a level gap there, because that Mega Metagross is going to be really hard to beat, especially with our team's combination of weaknesses. So I figured being still 5+ levels lower would make this a really fun battle, but actually give us a fighting chance. Alright, Steven, I'm going to fast forward to the text here since you guys have already seen it, and listen to it, so we can get on with this battle. I also decided to switch up our lead. I think I led with Tempo, the Nidoking, last time, and this time I'm leading with Clever, our Pidgeot. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure Clever evolves into Mega Pidgeot. It's part of a strategy I have that may or may not work, but I think it might just give us the edge we need to defeat that super strong Mega Metagross. And that strategy relies around a new move we have that I just learned by leveling up, which is Tailwind. It's a flying type move. It makes your team speed doubled for the next, I think, 3 turns after you use it. So it's very powerful, but we're not going to use it quite yet. We're going to save that for Mega Metagross. And I'm going to Mega Evolve, and then I'm going to U-turn out of here. And like I said, the reason for that is just to make sure we're automatically faster than Mega Metagross when we bring in Pidgeot, so that we have a chance to use that Tailwind later in the battle. Also, it just occurred to me that Skarmory, I think, has Sturdy as an ability as well, so this will actually break, that Sturdy, so that it could potentially be one-shot. And we are going to bring in Tempo, and Tempo will need to take whatever attack Skarmory does, in this case Steel Wing, but it shouldn't do too much damage. Tempo has a decent defense stat, so yeah, not too worried about that. And we can now retaliate with a super effective Thunderbolt. Not sure if it'll be a one-hit knockout or not. It is. All right, good job, Tempo. Critical hit. Okay, that's lucky. Starting things off strong. So yeah, if it did have Sturdy, that would not have been a critical hit. Or that would not have been a one-hit knockout, even if it was a critical hit. All right, Aggron. Now we do have Earth Power, which is doubly super effective, but Aggron, I believe, also has Sturdy as its ability. And I wouldn't want to take like an Earthquake or something in return. So I'm going to be a little bit risky here, or a little bit clever, you could say. And I'm actually going to switch back into Clever. And I really hope that Aggron uses Earthquake and not like Iron Head or something. Although, yeah, I don't know if Clever could survive an Iron Head or not. Hopefully we don't have to find out. Okay, Earthquake, perfect. So, and the reason I'm doing that is once again to use U-Turn, which is like our weakest move, but our most useful, it seems. At least in this battle. Because again, we can break that Sturdy, just doing a little bit of damage there. And we get a free switch. So Aggron is a rock type, so it's probably going to use a rock attack. So let's bring in Finnick. I want to save Tempo for Metagross because it has that stab Earth Power, which I think is the only stab super effective move on our team. Although I guess Thrasher, our Tyrantrum, does get an ability that kind of gives him stab on Crunch and Fire Fang. But yeah, let's go ahead and give Finnick some screen time. Alright, so Brick Break, it's weaker than Earthquake in terms of base power, but it does get that same type attack bonus, so it will do more damage. Of course, they're both 4 times super effective against the Rock and Steel type Aggron. I think we're holding the Expert Belt, so they should both get damage boost from that as well. And Cradily, Grass type versus Grass type. Luckily, our Grass type is part fighting, and his is part rock, so that means we're super effective. Confuse Ray is very annoying. I'm tempted to switch just to get rid of it. What is he going to do? I'm kind of scared of what this Cradily wants to do. So let's stay in and take a risk. We might have to take a risk to win a tough battle like this. Alright, didn't pay off that time. And Sledge Bomb, that makes sense. Okay. But we held on. Alright, come on Finnick, pull through the confusion. You can do it, buddy. Yes, good job. Okay, that's awesome. I was hoping for that. And down goes Cradily. So we are gaining the numbers advantage, but again, I can't get overconfident because, yeah, it really doesn't matter if his Metagross can take off like our entire team in one hit, or almost one hit. Alright, let's use Seed Bomb, which is super effective. Oh, Cradle is actually faster. That's not good. And of course, Extrasensory being a Psychic type attack is super effective since we're part Fighting type. But we get a free switch, which is nice. Okay, so who do I want to bring in now? Let's bring in... Let's bring in Simon, actually. At this point, I'm trying to think who will be least useful against Mega Metagross. And it's hard because I think they all are pretty useful. Even though Shadow Ball is super effective, I think based on our math, Moonblast will actually do more damage. Although it won't do much after this light screen, unfortunately, so that's not great. And I really want to save Clever, our Pidgeot, for that Tailwind. And Lapras is good to save because I think Lapras could probably take an attack from Mega Metagross as long as it's not a critical hit. Let's actually go to Shadow Ball because well, okay. We'll use a Shadow Ball because it could lower its special defense. But because we're both so tanky and doing so little damage to each other, this might be the perfect time to use Yawn. Oh, special defense drop, that's even better. And Yawn will also help us stall out that light screen, and now there's Reflect too. Yeah, both of those defensive moves are very annoying to face off against, since Reflect halves our physical attacks, and light screen halves our special attacks. It'd be nice if I still had Brick Break, which gets rid of those shields, but we don't, so we'll do our best. The downside is I bet he's going to... No, he just got knocked out. Oh, critical hit. Okay, that's why. So that critical hit goes right through the shields, but that balances out the... He got a bit of luck earlier, didn't he? Well, I guess we did with the crit too, right? So we might be having the luck advantage here, but I think we still would have won that. We just might have won it with a little bit less HP. All right, so I could switch and try to save Simon for Mega Metagross, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and stay in. And is the light screen still up? I think it is. I think it was because of the crit that it did so much damage. So let's use Yawn and see if we can put our Maldo to sleep. Make it less of a threat against other Pokemon. Metal Claw is super effective. Can we hold on? We can. Yeah, it's not the strongest move, and our Maldo is not Steel type, so it doesn't get that same type attack bonus. And we should be faster. We are. I've always wanted to train our Maldo. Maybe I will one day. It's special attack fail, which really doesn't matter. It's a physical attacker. Metal Claw connects, and it is a knockout. But it's okay, Simon, you did a great job. And our Maldo's asleep, which is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in Thrasher. Because at this point, all our Pokemon are useful against Mega Metagross. But because Mega Metagross has a very high defense stat, I'm thinking Thrasher, being a physical attacker, might be the one that's a little bit less useful in case we do take some damage from our Maldo. Oh, so okay, I was about to say it doesn't really matter if we hit, but I'm really glad we got that Yawn off. Oh, and we got rid of that Reflect too, so that's great. Now, as long as we hit this turn, yes, okay, good job, Thrasher. That was actually kind of perfect, because, yeah, the Yawn from our Sylveon, plus the Stone Edge there, and letting the Reflect wear off. Wouldn't have minded one more XP there, but I will take it. So, okay, I could try to switch, but there's not really a good reason to. So he's probably going to use Meteor Mash, but there's always that chance it could miss. So let's go ahead and do a lot of damage with Crunch, if we can get a Crunch off. If it wasn't Mega Evolve, we might even be able to survive a Meteor Mash. I'm not sure how good our defenses are. Oh, and we're faster. Okay. Yeah, don't forget on that first turn, it's based on the speed of the unevolved Metagross. All right, time to see if we can survive it. I don't think so. Yeah, super effective stab. Oh, and the attack boost. Oh, that is really unlucky. I think he just at least made up for any luck that we've had previously, and then some. Yeah, that attack boost is going to spell trouble for sure. But we still have our strategy. Metagross is at half HP thanks to that very nice Crunch. Let's see what we can make happen here. We should be faster, even though we're both Mega Evolved. Mega Pidgeot is faster, which is why I wanted to make sure we were Mega Evolved at the start of the battle. And now with the Tailwind, okay, Giga Impact. So it would have been nice for it to miss, although we really couldn't do too much damage as Mega Pidgeot anyway. So that crit didn't really matter. Would have been a knockout either way, I'm pretty sure, especially after the attack boost. Yeah, definitely would have been. But we now have a free attack. And of our two remaining Pokemon, Tempo can do the most damage, so I'm not going to waste that opportunity. Would have been nice to use our Lapras in that battle as well, but we still have to use 5 rare Pokemon, and this should be it. Come on, Tempo, give it all you got. And it is. Okay, that was a good battle. That was fun. Alright, and just for that, Tempo gets to level 53. And Steven Stone is defeated. Whew, that was a tough one. If you guys like that, you know, please like and all that fun stuff, because I enjoy making these, but I always wish these videos got a few more views and likes and all that. Also, full disclaimer here, I actually did try this fight, I think 3 times in between that I did off screen. The first one I tried without leveling, and it went horribly, so I was like, hey, this is not going to happen. Then I leveled, and I tried 2 more times. One Mega Metagross got that attack boost and like swept me, so that was just bad. And in the second one, I actually won, but only because Thrasher got like 2 critical hits in a no, he dodged 2 Meteor Mashes and got a crit. So it was like, I don't want to win based on that kind of luck. So I figured I would do it one more time, and I would have said at the front, but I don't want to like give away that this is obviously the winning battle. Although I guess you can tell by the link of the video that it is. But Either way, I thought I would build the suspense. But I'm not going to go ahead and show the Hall of Fame. If you guys want to see that, you can watch my Alpha Sapphire Let's Play. But I will say there is actually one more battle about to come up against somebody in this room. I won't say who. You can probably figure out who it is. But if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.